All right, everyone. Today we've got a new type of video for you. I know I've done these in the past, but that was during my MC era. That was my MC arc, and now we're not in that arc anymore. But we're gonna continue this little series I had going on. It's pretty much like a story time. I don't think there's gonna be a name for this series. It's just I just talk about a story, and that's about it. I don't think there really needs to be a name for it. But yeah. So basically. Today we're going to talk about, I think, a pretty relatable like concept here, because as you read from the title of the video, it's like hiding stuff from your parents, like at night when you're like little, and you you weren't supposed to be up or something, or like you weren't supposed to have this at night because it was the rule. And I just remember thinking this one day. I remember like having this memory of doing this a few times during my childhood. Remember there was one time where I was laying in bed. It was like 9 o'clock or something like that, because that was like the bedtime, and I think I was still in the same room as my brother at the time. I don't know if we had separate rooms or if we were in the same room. I remember being on the top bunk. We had a bunk bed that I slept on, and I was on the top bunk, and I remember my mom coming in the room. I think that I was on my own though. I think my brother had his own room and I had my own room at this time. And I remember having a popsicle. I remember my mom came into the room just random like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. It was like 30 minutes after I went to bed, and she walked in the room, and I remember putting the popsicle underneath my blanket so quickly. And just like my heart just racing. I'm like, oh no, is she gonna know? And the thing that was going through my head is, first off, if she sees this, I'm gonna be in trouble because I'm not supposed to have this. Second off, she's also gonna see that it has pretty much melted and dyed my sheets a different color in a certain spot, because that's what popsicles do. The syrup and the coloring of the popsicles, they kind of don't come out of your sheets that easy, and so they kind of just stay there. And so that was my concern. However, she didn't find out that night. Never found out that I had that. I forget why she come in there so long ago. Like, obviously I'm not gonna remember something like that. I do remember like my bed being a little sticky. it was not really the best experience. And then I don't know how she never found out, but I think like the next morning I like took my sheets downstairs and I said, "Let me wash these," and she never questioned anything. Like yeah, so basically she never found out about that. And there's also some other things where you like it's really weird talking about this, because I know my parents like literally like right outside my door, and so it's really weird talking about stuff like hiding stuff from them when I literally know that they could literally most likely hear everything I'm saying right now. I know one of the big ones was like hiding like my iPod, because back then I had an iPod, and I'd watch YouTube at night. Like my routine until like this past like month has been like literally going to bed watching YouTube, and that started a long time ago. I remember just watching like a whole bunch of Minecraft videos, like Sky Does Minecraft and stuff like that, all night, and I got to the point to where I was so good at my ears being able to distinguish when someone was coming up the stairs. Like, I swear my hearing was like superhuman hearing, because I eventually developed the skill of like knowing when someone was coming up the stairs. So I would like quickly turn off my iPod and like put it underneath like my pillow, and then I would fake sleep, and they would just stand there for like 5 minutes. I forget why I think it's because they caught me like many times on my iPod at night when I wasn't supposed to be on it. And so I think that's why they kept on coming upstairs to check on me like once a night. And so then eventually, like I said, I got this like skill of like knowing when they're coming upstairs. So I was like, turn off my phone, and I just went to sleep. Now I've kind of lost that ability, because I've gotten older. Like, obviously I'm not that old, but like I've lost. I don't know if someone's going up the stairs unless I literally hear them outside my room, and that's about it. Now I just don't. Now I just literally just don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to make like a little story time video and kind of do like a story that like resonates with people. I kind of want to hear y'all's stories as well, so make sure to leave in the comments like below like what your experiences have been like with like trying to hide something at like late at night when you're supposed to be in bed, and your parents like not catching you or like catching you. Because like I think everyone's had this where you're not supposed to be like doing something late at night, and your parents catch you, you'll be in trouble. There's just random skills that we develop sometimes that there's just no need to actually be so good at this, and it makes no sense to actually be good at this. But there's also like stuff that could really benefit you that you could really get good at, but then your body just, or your brain just doesn't want to like, it doesn't want to actually think about what you could do in a certain situation, or like how to go ahead with something, rather than just literally just think about what to do when you're about to get caught by something. Like your brain just goes superhuman mode and just thinks about like the biggest IQ like thing you could do to get out of being in trouble. like I swear it could be like milliseconds where like I'll hear like my mom outside my door, and then I'll just be like, oh god, I gotta hurry with my phone. Like I'll put it like behind these 2 pillows and like beneath my mattress, and then that'll be done in like less than a second. And then she walks in the door, and I'm like fake sleeping. But like I said, now I can't do that because I just don't know they're like there unless they're literally right outside my door and speaking before they walk in my door. Also, I did want to announce that I have my own website now, which is ItzJuno.com. It'll be linked in the description. It is something I've been working on for about a month now. I'm finally able to release it, so it's open for everyone. If you want to be in Juno's joint, make sure to go check out the website and fill out the forms there for the Juno's joint, or you can be in my Discord, which will also be linked in the description. Yeah, just make sure to check that out. It's kind of like a thing where I write down my ideas and like my stories, and like I just kind of express my feelings and stuff. It's pretty much like a blog of sorts, but you can like sign up for it. It's free. There is a premium subscription you can do if you want to do that, but that's obviously not necessary. Yeah, it's pretty much just, a second little space where I'll be creating content. So if you want to go over there, make sure to sign up on my website. And yeah, see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.